Pastor Kramer. Thank you so much for having me over. Yeah, of course. Thanks so much for coming and stopping by. I'm really excited. We can just sit here on the couch. Okay, yeah, sounds great. I also brought donuts. So this is for you. Nice. Thank you again so much for having me here. I'm super excited and I have a lot of really exciting things to tell you. So, first off, I do have something for you. This is for you. This is a pastor's packet. And basically, it just has a lot of things that you can look at that tells a lot about what I'm going to tell you here today. So, the first thing, have you ever heard of CEF before? Ever? I've heard it. I've heard the name before a few different times at a few different just random events. But I'm definitely very excited to hear more about it and what it is. Okay, awesome. So yeah, I just wanted to tell you a little bit about child evangelism first and a little bit about our history. So Child Evangelism Fellowship has actually been in existence for 85 years. So it's been around for a while. And we are in every state in the United States, including 175 countries around the world. So we're pretty worldwide. CEF is one of the largest organizations where our goal is to reach children in the elementary age, and that is our personal goal. We want to reach them with the gospel. So if there's any hope for reaching this generation, our main goal is to go into the community in places like daycare centers, neighborhoods, elementary schools, and our goal is to reach the kids that are already there. And so we do that by holding Good News Clubs, and Good News Clubs are full of Bible lessons, Bible stories, games, snacks, activities, all centered around sharing the gospel with those children. And that is our goal and that is our hope for this generation, to be able to go into those areas and have Good News Clubs. But to do this job effectively, we need to partner with local churches in those areas, in areas that we are not in. So CEF, Child Evangelism Fellowship, provides all the resources. So we provide materials, we provide the curriculum, the know-how to train and effectively preach the gospel to these kids. But we can't do that without the people. And so this is where the church partnership comes in. We need your people and your church to be able to get into these schools, to get into these maybe daycares or neighborhoods, to hold clubs in these areas. So I know your church, and it's churches like yours that do have a strong passion for reaching the kids and a strong fellowship that we are able to partner with you guys to be able to make this an effective reality, to be able to go into these churches and do these things. So take Scotton School for an example, Scotton Elementary School. It's in the same town as your church, and maybe some of the people from your congregation have connections there, maybe their kids go there. That would be a great school to get connected in, and we would be able to get you guys connected in there. But like I said, we need the people and we need the workers and we need the volunteers to be able to get into these schools and share the gospel with these kids. So just a few other things that I want to make you aware of. So there are benefits to this partnership for both CEF and for your church. So I just wanted to kind of go over briefly a little bit of what these benefits might be. So for CEF, our benefit is that we have a partnership with you. We have the workers. We are able to get into these communities. We are able to get into these areas that we might not be able to get in. And so we are able to expand the name of CEF and expand our reach to these children. For your church, it could always expand your church, expand the name of your church. Your church members might be able to learn new skills that they might not know that they had. The kids that you reach in your Good News Club, maybe you could get them connected in their church if they've never been to church before. And so both CEF and your church will grow and expand from this. So I want to mention, a Good News Club team normally is put together by 4 people from your congregation, 4 or more, doesn't matter. But we will train them. We will give them the materials. So we equip them so that they are equipped and feel equipped to be able to run their own Good News Club. So I want to briefly just go over a few of the Good News Club roles that some of your teachers might be playing. So there is a role for everyone on the team. And the thing I love about Good News Clubs is that it doesn't matter what skill set you have or the different skills that God has given you. God unifies it so perfectly, and everyone has a role in a Good News Club, and it is so amazing to watch. And I know that you, as a pastor, watching your congregation come together and bring your skill sets together through holding your own Good News Club would be just so incredible. And so I want to go over a little bit of the different roles that someone might have. So first we have the team leader. The team leader, it's a pretty important role. It's the person who will week after week stay in contact with the team. They might recruit new people for the team. They might go and make schedules, make sure everyone knows what they're doing, keeps things organized. So that's kind of the team leader's role. Next we have the administrative coordinator. This is also a pretty important role, but really every role in the Good News Club is important. So this role is mainly like paperwork oriented, so that would maybe be like keeping track of all the permission slips, being able to conduct organized admission and dismissal, and yeah, so basically the paperwork kind of sides of things, make sure everything's in order so that the parents feel safe giving the kids to us for an hour or two. Next, we have the Bible teachers. So this would be 2 people, people who are gifted with the gift of teaching these kids. So each club does run, it does have like a Bible lesson and a Bible verse, and those are the things that we teach. And we actually, as CEF, the organization, we are equipped to be able to teach you guys how to do those. So it's really amazing that you guys just have to show up to a training and we teach you how to do everything. So the Bible teachers, they would normally take the role of teaching the kids the Bible lesson and the Bible verse. And then we have assistant teachers, which do all the other little things. But nothing that is taught is really little, because everything has a teaching purpose and you can teach from it. So there are a few other roles there that don't really require too much work, but we have the prayer coordinator. So we really love to have each club have a prayer team. Prayer is really, really important. We like to keep our clubs faith-based. We like to keep everyone in the Word. And we really like to just give God the control when we're doing these clubs. And so having a prayer team for your specific club is just so amazing. And I really do think it does make a difference. A few other roles, we do have the snack coordinator. This is a very, very important role, especially for the kids. So that would be maybe one of the people in your congregation loves to bake. They like to bake things. So you could ask them, would you like to make a snack for our club each week? And then that would be their role, is just providing snacks for the club each week. And then we have counselors, which maybe someone's just gifted on talking to a kid one-on-one. Maybe a kid just needs someone to talk to. That would maybe be that person. So I'd really love for you to think about each one of these roles and try to think of the people in your own congregation that you think would fit this role really, really well. And I know from them hearing it from a pastor that you think they would be able to fit this role would probably mean a lot to them. So team member screening. This is also really, really important. So after you have your team, maybe one Sunday you told the whole congregation about CEF and the amazing opportunity that it is, and you have like 20 people that are super, super excited and energetic about it and really love the idea about it and want to sign up and get prepared. So how we get people involved is they have to first go through our training and screening and doing all the fun nitty-gritty stuff. So each person does have to sign a statement of faith, also the protection policy, and the MCA, which is the ministry compliance agreement. So we just want to make sure that everything is safe and done correctly, so that when parents put their kids in these good news clubs, they know that everything is safe and good. So we just want to make sure that everything is done properly, and when you sign the statement of faith and do all the paperwork and everything, you're basically just signing that everything will be done according to the Good News Club program, and use the CEF materials. So now that you know all of that and know a little bit more about CEF and our goal and our ministry, I'm really praying that you would prayerfully consider going into this. I'm really excited for the opportunity that the Lord has presented here, and so I just wanted to open it up for any questions that you might have, anything that I maybe not covered, or things that you're curious about. I would love to answer any questions that you have.
So, yeah, I guess my only question would be, what would you guys really require from like our facility? Would you need our facility? Would that happen to do anything? And what's really like my role as the pastor of the church, and what would I be doing?
So yeah, that's a great question. You as a pastor, we would expect for you to go into this with excitement. Excite your people about this opportunity, because this isn't me telling you guys, oh, you should come and do this club, right? This is an opportunity for your church to get more involved in your community, and we are trying to partner with you so that we are able to also get kids or get clubs in schools for kids to hear the gospel. And so it is just a really exciting thing. And as of your facilities and everything like that, maybe you want to hold a training for your congregants. We wouldn't be having the clubs in your church or anything like that. We mainly want to get into the schools. I'm not saying we can't do it in your church. A lot of Good News Clubs are actually held in people's homes or in a different facility. So if it does happen to be more convenient, and if you have a school maybe like right across the street from your church or someone's house, and it just